You're gonna break this. Hyper, man, ULSAN is so good, especially when he's playing on his reactions, the speed at which he plays. How is he when he's playing on his reactions, the speed at which he plays? How is he gonna be able to break this guy down?
Now, JD trying to find his way and trying to catch ULSAN's timing. Amazing palm. Goes for the double palms, doesn't want to risk an omen, anything fancy, needs to keep it clean, needs to keep it simple against a player like ULSAN. No mistakes are allowed. But again, catches him on the offense, catches him with that electric. There's going to be big damage. Heihachi, an absolute damage machine, will melt your, 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 will melt your whole life. Will melt your whole life. Will melt your, will melt your whole life. Will melt your whole life. Will melt your whole, will melt your whole life, will melt your whole life, will melt your whole, will melt your whole life.
Unless if you get it,
will melt your whole life.
Unless
will melt your, 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 will melt your whole life, will melt your whole life, will melt your whole, will melt your, will.
This time with time expiring, ULSAN in rage. Heat to work with. Wop 4-4.
Goes to the heat dash, 3 seconds to go.
The low
frames on, and he's chipping away slowly.
It.
Yo, dashing in his face. He's like, yo, that's me.
Nice try, kid.
All right, held that duck. Got hit by the Russian assault. Trying to catch him. Stepping with that back four. Gets the big counter hit. Again, keeping the combo simple. I respect that. Once the damage is guaranteed, doesn't want to try and get greedy with anything. Gets the 1-1-2 to the wall. And the Heihachi political storm to close it out there.
Damage under at the wall, but again, the wraparound, and then into Tundra Slasher kick from ULSAN. Shades of the first round. Similar scenario.
Flipping him over to the pigeon roll. Trying to go for that sidestep electric. He's not quite warmed up yet. That may cost him big, but ULSAN trying to take it back. Goes for the upswing. Big low from the pigeon roll. These rolls are coming in handy. But the 1-3 to even up the score. ULSAN fighting back.
Back two, trying to steal the step a little bit for ULSAN.
Yo, they are playing a game of inches. Right, checking that stance, goes to the down forward 1, rolls it to the side.
Immediate stance cancel. Stance cancel, and then just goes to the jab pressure. Down 4-1, lets the extension rock, trying to, again, find any form of pressure here at the wall, but ULSAN able to step off, gets back to center stage. Bishop with the down 2, the 4-4.
Check it with that.
The big strike.
Throw him on that down forward 4, didn't believe. But now, big electric catching ULSAN. These off timings are doing wonders here for JD, and now gets the back 3-3 into that electric slam.
Battering ram. ULSAN now.
1-1-2, checks him. Thought he might be pressing, goes for the heat dash, but ULSAN, 1-2-1. I saw this dude, he was sitting there the other day just muttering that to himself, like 1-2-1, 1-2-1, 1-2-1. It's always in his head, cannot count him out with it. But now,
Salvo, and now the speed that he's approaching this with, you'll leveraging slide a lot more as well. Working the back two, trade.
Right there. Nobody got the better part of that one, really. But JD still has his Warriors instinct, decides to crack it now, pop it off here. Doesn't want to try and take it to the last round. He might not get there if he can't make it through here.
Bishop with back one. The 1-1-2 works out this time.
Output 1 gets that gold spark. He's got that timing. Was a bit late on that potential whip punish, but then kept it safe. Didn't want to risk anything. Nice whip punish there. Should be able to make this count big time. Let's see what JD has got in store for ULSAN. Can he close it out? Gets the whip on the headbutt. Still alive. ULSAN taking this opportunity.
No
Instant tailspin. Instant tailspin into the rage art. Making JD question everything.
You said it was going to take this game here. 1-0 advantage.
I don't know how much game. ULSAN 1 game away from knocking JD into the losers. But the fans want to see as much of this as they can. Nobody expected to see Heihachi in this late in the tournament. You know, Kudans fell a bit early in that LCQ, so we thought JD might be rocking with the drag. But here we go, applying that pressure. He has that heat. Again, jab checking him, trying to keep him in his range. Uses the guard break there. That gets a nice fat combo, but doesn't get to complete it. But it's still a big health lead there for JD, and closes it out with the 1-1-2.
The flash punch there. Combo. Yeah, 1-1-2 flash punch. Gets the heat up.
With punish with that down forward 1, gets the blue sparks. Again, he's trying to use, so the way you have to track with Heihachi now is, you got the down forward 1, you got the electric, you got the jabs, but they are weak to certain sides, so JD needs to be aware which side ULSAN is stepping, and nice gets the 1-1-2. That back 4, trying to catch him. Doesn't get a wall splat once again. Off axis is costing a little bit to JD here. While standing 4.
JDCR contesting this mid-range, the back 4s.
But a scoop up, I was about to say one big scoop. ULSAN needs, if you can feel that confidence when JD's trying to pressure him. One big scoop, down 4-2 while standing 2. But he got that there. It's looking good for ULSAN and catches him with the homing wall splat to close it out. I don't think many sets so far today have the crowd clap for every single round.
Every time JDCR gets a hit, everybody they start AAing and stuff.
I'm saying, just like we saw with KSK earlier.
Introducing ClickUp Super Agents, the world's first AI agents that natively collaborate with
Their class, it's something special. It brings everyone together.
Presses into that back four. JDCR gonna make him hurt for this. The extension with the heat activation here. Battering ram, 89 damage just like that. JDCR.
Lost him. Now he has a little bit of heat. 1 back 2. Use that heat dash on the palm.
And here we go, Tundra Slasher gonna get ULSAN a little bit of HP back. The sidewalk though, JDCR with the chance.
Homing grab. This could be a chance for him to get the second round he needs in this game. JD coming back with a vengeance. 1 round away from equaling the score here against ULSAN.
So the one hit of the sweep, this time counter hit timing. The wall, that could have been so much, oh man.
The 1-1 trying to check him with the wall. You know, Heihachi has one of the best jab triggers in the game. That 1-1-2 wall splat, inconfirmable. Trying to lock him down here. But again, trying to chip away. And the heat smash should be able to wall splat. Can he finish it here? Back 1-4. And JD making that.
Team contesting ULSAN's pressure and his mid-range a lot with some of these very, very high return Heihachi tools and normals in mid-range.
You can see dashing up, trying his face, using those
Plus frames, and then just goes for homing grab again.
And an excellent punish. He was ready.
Running out pressure and fine with the safe mids, the jabs. Showing some back war. Interruption on the armor. JDCR able to get his burst off. And the step electric. Oh man, the crowd coming alive every time he makes contact. The axe kicks.
All right, use that heat dash on the up forward 2. Close to that mid.
Break.
Jump forward 1 check-in and the back 3. Caught him with the counter. This is looking good for ULSAN.
ULSAN has been on point with those attacks all week long.
That's clean.
Counter timing. Down for 1 extension.
Check with that back 4. Once that counter hit, but you notice
changing his timing as well on the extension.
he's cutting the wave short. And that's the big timing change. You know, you can change a wave like that on the fly. It's so good. As you can see, he's trying to catch him, and he's getting it blocked a lot, but ULSAN isn't able to intercept him before he gets there because he's so dynamic. Again, keeping it safe with the palm, activating heat. ULSAN coming in for the approach, goes that down to into the shoulder. He couldn't get the combo he was looking for, but gets the salvage. Down forward 2 on the sidestep. Looking good for ULSAN if he can close this one out here.
And he will with the stomp to finish, and that brings ULSAN on set point. JDCR, you gotta imagine he does have 2 heat activations. Gonna look for that 3rd one and be able to put Warrior Instinct on the table.
Finally gets what he was looking for. Big crumple stun. Let's get the long combo here.
Yeah, ULSAN with the dubs in mid-range this game so far. Big time. Working with a huge lead right now and another launch.
Man, he was trying to bluff him there, trying to approach, not to them, but he called his bluff like it had a phone number, man. That was crazy.
And ULSAN able to ice JDCR out in game 3. Great set though. ULSAN gonna be moving on to face Atif in winner's
You'll get the run back.
Okay.
We got that run back. It's happened a couple times. We know the most